Creek. Walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons. Country kid turning to a town right heathen. Country kid turning to a town right heathen.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Old Man Van Running. Here again in the Old Man Van Cave, the Old Man Van Castle. Today is Martin Luther King Day. It's the day after I finished week number 6 of this Boston Marathon training block. I haven't given you an update yet, so today I'm going to do that. I'm going to let you know there's probably going to be some tweaks, and I'm still working on the plan as I go, but I'll go over where it is to this point and what types of changes I'm going to make. So before we do that, let's get out to the Farmington Canal Trail. Took some video on my long run yesterday. Let's see how that went. Hey everybody, it is Sunday the 14th of January 2024. Out here on the Farmington Canal Trail doing my Sunday long run, first week of the strength training block for Boston Marathon 2024. Today I'm doing a 12 miler. It'll give me 42 miles for the week, which is right where I want to be, fully recovered. Haven't been doing any speed work yet because, you know, coming back from surgery, want to be very careful with that, but doing pretty well. I will be posting a video on my training plan and what changes I've made to it, but all systems go. Okay, I just hit the turnaround point, a little over 54 minutes, 6 miles out. So right at about 9:02 per mile. So pretty good. Not gonna run hard today. Just get this done. Feeling pretty good. First double-digit run in the Vongo V6s from New Balance. So far so good, no hot spots. So as I said, really good shoe so far. Really excited about more miles. Excited about comparing it to the Brooks Glycerin GTS 21 and the Saucony Guide 17 coming out at the beginning of February. I'll give it a little bit. I did my first impressions review. A little bit of a comparison to the Asics Gelcano 30. Hey everybody, all done. Let's see here. 147.51 for 12.03, so just under 9 minutes per mile. Really good run out here. Did have to do a couple of impromptu bathroom breaks. Number 2's out in the woods with crinkly leaves. I know you don't need all that information, but hey, you do what you got to do out there. Good 12 miler this morning. Got my long run in. Got 42 miles for the week. So my Boston Marathon training is back on track. So another 42 mile week coming up. 2 more actually, and then I go into a cutback week. And then I go into the 50+ mile week. So making progress. It's now getting cool here in mid-January. It's down in the 30s, pretty windy this morning, so it's gonna get colder this week. I'm certain with my workouts, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on the treadmill this week, but hey, you know what? That's why I have it, so I can make sure I get those workouts in. So I'll get that Boston Marathon training plan video out here in the next week, and we'll get back into a regular video posting kind of schedule here. So cheers. Okay, we're back. So pretty good long run at the end of week number 6, 42 miles. I had to take my rest day on Tuesday instead of on Friday, so I had to run all the way through to Sunday, right? Ramping up the mileage. So, you know, pretty good Saturday run, pretty good Sunday run, both under 9 minutes per mile. So I'm very happy with that. Today, Martin Luther King Day, was a nice, easy 4 miler. I'm gonna do a little strength work later on after I record this video. But let's get into the training plan, and I'll kind of go over where I am and what I'm looking to do going forward, and you know, talk about maybe some of the alterations I'm gonna make. Hey everybody, here we are in the training plan. First of all, it's a work in progress. The rest of the weeks through to the Boston Marathon, I'm still working on adjusting. The mileages are correct. It's just these specific workouts I'm still working on. So first of all, here in green, so the first 5 weeks are complete. The
The first 4 weeks or the first 3 weeks were the base weeks with a cutback week in week number 4. Generally, it would be in the mid 30s, but I started out at 22 because I was coming off of the surgery, and then I was gradually increasing. So 22, 32, 36. Didn't really put any speed work in there. Also, generally, I have Fridays as a rest day, but because of work and other commitments, I kind of had to adjust that a little bit, but it's working out okay. Then these light green or yellowish green, those are days where I also did a strength workout. This is something that is different from my New York City Marathon plan. Pretty much there, I didn't do any kind of strength workouts, leg workouts, upper body workouts. I really feel that I need to do that to help prevent injuries later on in the training program, so I'm putting those in. This past week, week number 5, which is the first week of the strength block, I was not able to get a strength workout in because I was working very late at work and it was just enough to get the runs in, but I do plan on doing them here in week number 6 and getting back into that 2 strength workouts a week routine. I think that's critically important. As you can see here in the strength, I'm back up to 42 miles. I got 42 miles in week number 5. Plan to do that for the next 2 weeks to get me through the strength phase. Then I get a cutback week of 33, and then I'm into the 50-mile weeks, right? The 50-mile weeks is part of the long interval, short interval training block. The difference here is, although I've got these track workouts, and I'm really going to try to get some of those in, I'm going to do some more hill workouts. So, whether it's these pace runs on the Saturdays or even these long 3-1 runs, I got to get some hills in. I have hills around my house that are really good for getting some downhill workouts, so I'm going to try to fit those in. So as I said, this is a work in progress, and I'll update you in the next installment of my training vlog. Then we get into the 60-plus mile weeks, and those are going to be, the penultimate really high mileage weeks. Again, I'm going to put some hill work in there, although I've got these track workouts, these interval workouts. And then we've got the taper, the 3-week taper, starting out at 50 miles, down to 33, down to 18. And because the Boston Marathon's on a Monday, I kind of added an extra day that final week, because normally the races are on Sunday, but I have that extra day. So I added a Wednesday run, I believe that is. Nope, that's a Thursday run where I would normally have a rest day on the last week of taper. That gives me 18 miles for that week. And then I have the Boston Marathon on Patriots Day in Boston. That is, I believe, April 15th, 2024. One last thing I forgot to mention, I am adding a couple of races into this training block. On Super Bowl Sunday, February 11th, I'm running a 5K down in New Haven, a real fast, flat 5K that I really enjoy. And then on St. Patrick's Day weekend in New York, I'm running the New York City Half Marathon again. That'll be just about a month out from the Boston Marathon. It'll be a really good tune-up race. I plan, to run that probably a little bit ahead of marathon pace, but not at my all-out half marathon pace. We'll add a few extra miles there to get my long run in for that day. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's really going to help me, get some racing in, at the same time be a really good gauge of where my fitness is at that point in time. Okay, there you have it. Very similar plan to my New York City Marathon plan. I will make some additional updates to this plan. Less track work, I think, going forward, and more hill work, more speed work on hills, more strength, and more downhill running, so I can really work on strengthening those quads for the early miles of the Boston Marathon, and also to make sure after the Newton Hills, right? After the Newton Hills, Heartbreak Hill, the remainder of that race is pretty much downhill, and I want to make sure that my quads are not trashed by that time. I want to finish strong. I want to try to break 340. That is my goal. I'm probably going to focus more on running that race than filming that race, because Boston Marathon, the BAA, really does discourage folks from taking video during the race. I'll probably have some of the folks that are coming out to watch me take some video as I pass by, so I think that will really work well. I'll try to get that planned out so I still can get some really good video. So I'm really excited for this training block. Knock on wood, hopefully, no niggles or things that are going to derail anything towards the middle of this training block. So I'm really going to, monitor my body, and make sure that I'm doing the right things and listening when I need to. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll get notified when more videos are posted. Comments, any and all comments really do help my channel. And as always, if you have friends, running pals, whatever that you think might like the Old Man Van Running channel, please let them know. So thanks again for watching, and as always, lace up those shoes and let's get out on the roads.
Railroad tracks run along the creek, walk 'em up and down in the summer heat. Same old boy changing like the seasons, country kid turning to a town right heathen. Country kid turning to a town